The 3 best plant-based proteins for arthritic relief. Lessen discomfort and inflammation. If you have been battling arthritis, it goes without saying that you have a shelf full of drugs. The issue is that no one talks about it. There are natural, efficient ways to ease your discomfort, starting in your own kitchen. In addition to producing discomfort, arthritis wears you out. Dealing with aching joints, stiffness when you get up, and pain that keeps you from doing the basic things you used to love is taxing. If you have been indoctrinated to accept it, I also want you to know that you have other choices. Most individuals don't realize that the things you eat can have a big impact on your mood every day. Some foods can really lessen pain and inflammation, while others make things worse. Today, I want to share with you 3 popular plant-based proteins that are not only good for your body, but have also been demonstrated to support your joints, reduce swelling, and make you feel more like yourself. These are neither wonder medications nor expensive health products. These are simple, affordable, and real meals that you probably already have at your grocery store. If you're ready to start making small changes that will make a huge difference and are tired of just managing your arthritis, let's get started. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that we can discuss this topic together. First, lentils before we begin. Let's talk about lentils. I realize that lentils might not sound all that intriguing. They aren't overtly shown or presented in flamboyant ways, and you won't see them on Instagram food pages. However, this simple little legume can become your new best friend if you or a loved one suffers from arthritis. As a result of lentils' remarkable ability to reduce inflammation, ease joint discomfort, and provide your body the nutrition it needs to feel better. Which aspect is the best? They are cheap, easy to find, and don't require complex cooking. So why lentils? Why do they work so well to relieve arthritis? Let's start with the basics. Protein. Your body's tissues, especially the muscles that support your joints, depend on protein for growth and repair. However, this is where things become complex. Red meat is one of the many common protein sources that can actually increase the body's susceptibility to inflammation. It is the last thing you want when your joints are already tight, swollen, or painful. On the other hand, lentils offer all the advantages of protein without making your symptoms worse. In fact, they might even lift your spirits. Rather than conflicting with your body, this plant-based protein enhances it. But the benefits of lentils go well beyond just their high protein level. Magnesium, which is plentiful in them, is another crucial one. Magnesium is one vitamin that most individuals, especially those who are older, do not get enough of, but it has a big effect on how your body manages inflammation. Think of magnesium as your body's natural muscle relaxant. In some cases, it even relieves nerve pain. It also reduces stiffness and joint tightness. If you've ever had a morning when your joints just won't relax no matter how much stretching you do, magnesium might be what you're missing. Potassium comes next. Most people don't think of it when they think of arthritis, but it's more important than you might think. Potassium helps the body eliminate excess salt, which, especially when ingested in processed foods, results in bloating, water retention, and more joint swelling. If your hands or knees feel swollen, that might be the reason. Consuming enough potassium, like that found in lentils, will help your body eliminate extra salt and naturally lessen edema. Reduced edema results in less pain. That's how simple it is. Lentils are also an excellent source of fiber. You might wonder how fiber and arthritis are related. Actually, more than you might think. Indeed, blood sugar spikes may make inflammation worse. Furthermore, meals that cause your blood sugar levels to rise cause your body to release inflammatory chemicals. This means more joint pain, stiffness, and discomfort. Fiber, on the other hand, produces more consistent blood sugar levels throughout the day by slowing down the body's absorption of sugar. Consuming meals strong in fiber, like lentils, gives your body a smoother, more balanced energy source while also protecting your joints. Not to mention, vitamin B9 is also known as folate. Folate has a major effect on lowering homocysteine, although it isn't talked about as much as it should be. That type of amino acid is found in your blood, and high homocysteine levels have been linked to inflammation and joint pain. But here's the good news. Eating lentils every day can help you keep your folate levels in check. It's one of those small, invisible changes that can make a big difference over time. That sounds great, but how can I consume lentils, you might be wondering? The answer? Anything you want. Lentils are really versatile and, to be honest, very easy to deal with, even if you're not a big cook. They can be used in stews and soups to give them resilience and texture. A lentil curry can be prepared using a few spices, onions, and garlic. They can also be kept in the refrigerator and mixed with chopped vegetables and olive oil in a salad. If you're attempting to reduce your meat intake, you can use lentils as a filling for tacos, wraps, or even homemade veggie burgers. Their ability to absorb tastes allows you to season them however you like, whether it be savory, spicy, or even a little sweet. Here's something else to love. Unlike some other beans and legumes, lentils do not require overnight soaking. As a result, they are perfect for quickly preparing food. Just give them a quick rinse. Put them in a saucepan with water or broth. Bring to a boil and simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. Finished. Additionally, they are gentle on your tummy. After eating, there was no odd bloating or heaviness. Do you wish to improve how well they treat arthritis? Serve lentils with other inflammatory reducing foods. A handful of raw spinach or kale, a bit of turmeric, a dash of black pepper, or even a little lemon juice. Your joints benefit from all of these things. When these ingredients are combined, the outcome is more than just a healthy dinner. Your body is getting the exact nutrition it needs to fight against stiffness and discomfort. A large number of people are not aware of this. Small changes do have a significant impact. You don't have to change your diet radically all at once. Just start by incorporating lentils into a couple of your weekly dinners. It's a cost-effective yet effective step toward better health. Furthermore, the foods that are simplest to overlook can occasionally be the most advantageous. The next time you're in the grocery store, remember to pick up some lentils. Pick up a bag. Try them in a new recipe. Watch how your body responds, because when it comes to effectively managing arthritis, lentils are doing more than just bearing their fair part of the load. Your hunger isn't the only thing they're doing. They are giving you the strength to keep moving and living the life you want, while also actively supporting your joints and lowering inflammation. It's easy to feel that your body is against you and that arthritis is taking over. We do, however, have the means to defend ourselves. Additionally, as foods like lentils remind us, they don't have to come from a pill bottle. They can come from something as simple and powerful as the food you're eating. If you recognize this situation, please write the first remark. Please leave comment number 2 if it is helpful, and number 3 if you think this video makes you think. Chickpeas come in second. Now, let's talk about one of the most overlooked but incredibly powerful diets for controlling arthritis. You may recognize them as the main ingredient in hummus, or as those spherical little items that occasionally appear in salads. Chickpeas are much more than just a trendy topping or side dish, though. These little beans are packed with nutrients and can help you improve your overall health in a simple and sustainable way. They can also help reduce joint discomfort and inflammation. After learning what chickpeas can do for your health, especially if you have arthritis, you won't think of them in the same way. Let's start by talking about the advantages of chickpeas. Like lentils, chickpeas are a great plant-based protein source. If you're trying to avoid red meat because of its saturated fat or potential to create inflammation, chickpeas are also a fantastic alternative. Maintaining and repairing muscle mass is facilitated by chickpea protein, which is especially important if you're elderly or have tight joints that restrict your range of motion. Stronger muscles provide extra support for your joints. Pressure, strain, and eventually discomfort will decrease as a result. Furthermore, chickpeas offer this support in a clean plant-based way without escalating inflammation. But what really sets chickpeas apart is their high polyphenol content. Even if that word seems a little scientific, that's all it means. Your body uses natural compounds called polyphenols as antioxidants. They guard against damage from free radicals, which are unstable chemicals that can damage your cells and induce inflammation. If you have arthritis, Your body is most likely dealing with oxidative stress, which gradually makes your symptoms worse. Here's where chickpeas come in handy. Their polyphenols serve to protect your cells, lower inflammation, and provide your body with a much-needed defense system. It's like applying a tiny layer of protection to your joints every time you consume them. But the magic doesn't stop there. Many people don't realize that chickpeas are also a great source of vitamin C, which is essential for the production of collagen. Collagen is the connective tissue that makes joints move smoothly. It works like the cushion between your bones, and if there isn't enough of it, that cushion deteriorates. You get stiff, creaky, and sore. But if you get enough vitamin C from foods like chickpeas, your body can keep making the collagen needed to maintain those painless fluid movements. More than merely masking the symptoms is what you're doing. Your joints are actually being rebuilt from the inside out. Similar to lentils, chickpeas are a fantastic source of magnesium, which is one of the most underestimated nutrients for joint health. Magnesium is essential for managing arthritis because it strengthens bones, eases tense muscles, and calms the neurological system. When your muscles are tense and under stress, your joints have to withstand more strain. Your body naturally relaxes and releases stress when you take magnesium. It even helps with sleep, which may be a big problem for people who have chronic pain. When your muscles are relaxed and your body is well rested, your joints also get much-needed relaxation. It would be impossible to talk about chickpeas without mentioning their fiber level, of course. Yes, that is very significant. Fiber is essential for blood sugar homeostasis, which impacts more than just energy or weight management. Simply, elevated blood sugar is the source of inflammation in the body. Furthermore, eating foods heavy in sugar or refined carbs triggers your body to produce more inflammatory markers, which can make arthritis symptoms worse. Chickpeas' naturally high fiber content helps to slow down the absorption of blood sugar. This keeps blood sugar levels constant throughout the day and helps prevent those inflammatory spikes. Your blood sugar will be more stable, which will reduce inflammation and improve joint pain. The fun starts at this point. Chickpeas can be used in a variety of ways. Of course, hummus is a mainstay. It complements both fresh vegetables and whole grain crackers and is creamy and tasty. But don't stop there. Chickpeas can be roasted with a little olive oil and spices to create a crunchy, satisfying snack that is far healthier than chips. They can be added to salads, stews, or soups, or stir-fried with vibrant veggies and a teaspoon of turmeric, another powerful anti-inflammatory spice. Chickpeas also make a great base for curries and pair nicely with quinoa in grain bowls, sweet potatoes, avocado, and spinach. They take on the flavors of the sauce or seasoning you use because of their mild flavor. If you like baking, you'll be surprised to hear how often chickpeas may be used in recipes. Chickpea flour is an excellent gluten-free substitute that works well in breads, pancakes, and even cookies. You may incorporate whole chickpeas into brownie batter or add them to a vegan burger patty. They help you feel fuller for longer because they are so filling, which is great if you're attempting to manage your weight and arthritis symptoms. There are numerous ways in which you might use them creatively. Another reason to value chickpeas is their affordability and accessibility. It's not essential to go to a specialty health food store or spend a lot of money. Get some cans or get them dried in bulk on your next supermarket shopping trip. If you decide to use canned items, which is totally fine, just make sure to rinse them well to get rid of any extra sodium. Dry chickpeas are easy to cook at home, and if you have a little more time, you may save even more money. You're getting plenty of nutrients without going over budget either. Then, how often should one eat chickpeas? Try incorporating them into your meals a few times a week to start. You will gain more benefits over time if you are more consistent. Some people can eat them every day as long as their body responds well to them. Your joints will benefit from the steady flow of minerals. Your digestive system will love the fiber. And your energy levels may even start to feel more balanced. When you have arthritis, it's easy to feel like everything is against you, as though your body is fighting a never-ending battle that you didn't choose. Chickpeas and other foods, however, remind us that medicine isn't always the solution. Sometimes it comes from adding a handful of lentils to your dinner. Although they are little, they give a lot. With every bite, you have a chance to take back some control of your health. So, the next time you're planning your meals or browsing the grocery store aisles, bear this in mind. Those little beige chickpeas are more than just a side dish. They are a powerful anti-inflammatory and contain all the nutrients your joints need. Start adding them to your daily routine. Test a few new dishes and put them in your shopping cart. It will benefit your body, your taste buds, and your pocketbook. First of all, please leave a remark if this situation is similar to your own. 3 on the list is tofu. Now let's talk about our final member, who is powered by plants. And trust me, this one might surprise you. We're talking about tofu. Tofu, indeed. Some people love it, while others don't know how to use it. But if you or someone you care about has arthritis, tofu might turn out to be one of the best meals you can eat. It's not showy or flashy, but it's packed with the essential nutrients to protect your joints, assist in lowering inflammation, and give your body the support it needs. So why tofu? To start, tofu is made from soybeans, which are one of the few plant-based meals that can be regarded as a complete protein. This suggests that tofu contains all 9 of the necessary amino acids needed for tissue growth and repair. Think about that. Your muscles, joints, and bones. They all need protein to stay strong and healthy, especially as we get older. Strong, supportive muscles are better able to hold the weight, which means your joints won't have to work as hard. And when you have arthritis, every ounce of help counts. Tofu offers that assistance, but in a gentle anti-inflammatory approach that isn't always achievable with animal products. But the magic of tofu goes far beyond just its protein content. Let's talk about omega-3 fatty acids now. I'm sure you've heard how great those heart-healthy fats are. Additionally, they are excellent for joint health. The presence of omega-3 fatty acids reduces the production of inflammatory chemicals by the body. This results in reduced joint stiffness, edema, and pain. Tofu is one of the few plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, despite the common misconception that this vital nutrient can only be found in fish. Therefore, if you're trying to eat more plant-based foods or avoid seafood, tofu is a great way to still get the natural anti-inflammatory benefits of omega-3s. And that's not all. Tofu is rich in calcium, which you already know is necessary for healthy bones. Not everyone is aware of this, though. If you have arthritis, especially osteoarthritis, you need to look after more than just your joints. You also need to take care of your bones. Strong bones relieve pressure on your joints and make your entire skeletal system more stable and balanced. Tofu provides a reliable, dairy-free source of calcium if you're lactose intolerant, or just want to limit your intake of dairy because it can occasionally cause inflammation. This is where tofu really comes into its own. A number of tofu products contain vitamin D, which works in tandem with calcium to strengthen bones and improve absorption. Vitamin D's advantages go beyond maintaining healthy bones. It also has an impact on the regulation of inflammation and the immune system. Many people, especially those in their later years, are unaware that they are vitamin D deficient. Such a deficiency may exacerbate the symptoms of arthritis. So you're getting a little more out of your tofu? That was a simple, smart move, and you can feel good about it. However, we're not done yet. Tofu also contains a class of nutrients called isoflavones that should be taken into account. These are naturally occurring plant compounds found in soy that have a similar physiological function to estrogen. Additionally, they won't throw off your hormone balance. Isoflavones can actually help people with arthritis feel less pain, have more joint flexibility, and reduce inflammation, according to studies. Some studies have found that regular soy eaters, especially those with rheumatoid arthritis, report better joint function and less stiffness. The tofu will absorb the flavors of whatever you cook with. Name it: ginger, garlic, lemon juice, soy sauce, and chili flakes. And how do you prepare it? Never ending. You can stir fry, bake, broil, or pan-sear it to get a crispy texture. If you have never used tofu before, start with very firm tofu, squeeze off the water, and marinate it for an hour before cooking. This facilitates the absorption of all the delicious flavors. Add it to stir-fried veggies, salad, curry, or even a wrap. You can bake it until crisp or toss it in a sauce on the stove. It is very versatile. When it comes to tofu, silken tofu is a smoother choice. Because of its creamy texture, it works well in smoothies, soups, and even dairy-free desserts. Indeed, you can benefit from tofu's protein and anti-inflammatory qualities without even noticing it when you add it to sauces, dips, or puddings. Tofu can even be substituted for cream in some recipes to cut down on saturated fat without sacrificing nutrients. Which aspect is the best? Tofu is affordable and widely accessible. You don't have to go to a fancy health food store or spend a lot of money. Most supermarkets carry a range of tofu types, from silky to extremely firm, and it becomes a regular part of your weekly dinners once you figure out how to use it. It's also very helpful to have unopened tofu on hand for last-minute dinners because it keeps well on the shelf for a long time. Then, how often should you eat tofu? If you are not allergic to soy, start by incorporating it into your diet a few times a week. Mix it with other foods that lower inflammation, like turmeric, leafy greens, or whole grains like brown rice and quinoa. You're giving your body a variety of therapeutic nutrients, such as calcium, protein, and omega-3s, and you're doing it in a way that's healthy for your joints, digestive system, and finances. In the end, the frustration of not being able to do the things you used to do, the constant pain, and the stiffness that slows you down can all make arthritis seem like too much to bear. But even small changes, like adding tofu to your meals, could make a big difference. It isn't about being perfect. It has to do with progress. It entails choosing foods that help your body, reduce pain, and provide you with a sense of control. And tofu, in spite of its humble appearance, is one of those foods. No matter how long you have been on a plant-based diet, try tofu. Give it a try. Because the best medicine isn't always found in a bottle, customize it. Tofu is one of the best-kept secrets for arthritis relief, and you probably have it in your kitchen. So let's finish it as soon as possible. If you have arthritis, keep these 3 plant-based proteins in mind: lentils, tofu, and chickpeas. They are full of nutrients that naturally lower inflammation, protect your joints, and lift your spirits. Intricate diet plans and costly supplements are not required. Are everyday objects that provide your body with internal nourishment. This week, try adding one of these to your meals to see how your joints feel. Small changes can make a big difference. If you found this video helpful, kindly click the like button. The channel benefits greatly from it. In order to ensure that you never miss any more videos, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Please leave a comment below with your comments. I'd love to know what you think. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you in the future.